Let's see, where is it? Oh, here we go. Voice chat settings. Yep, we're on. Cool.
Where's the... Wait, what round is this?
Wild card.
Ooh.
I'm 13-4 wild card.
This is the 4-5 matchup of the AFC.
Gotcha. Are you the Patriots?
Of course.
Yeah, he's a sick nut.
I was gonna be the fucking Bengals, but I was like, yeah, they're too OP.
No, they're fucking broken, dude.
And this team is 83 across the board. Never mind, I take back what I said.
I don't know if he hit it, but I said go ahead.
His stream's up, so he's ready.
Okay. Oh, here we are. We are connecting into the stratosphere. Alright, well, you want to say something for me, Deuce, real quick, brother?
Okay.
Alright, well, you want to
Yeah,
say something
what's up,
for me,
dude?
brother?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to go. I can't wear all white, so I'll wear red.
Yeah.
Red.
Cool.
Red. Actually, blue.
Oh, you already sharing. I'm fucking dumb. Oh, wait, no. I didn't want to share my... Dude.
I'll turn
Good
in.
evening. Live from Cleveland and First Energy Stadium, it is game number 2 of our 6-game wildcard weekend slate. Patriots at Browns. New England will get the ball first here, as I'm Thomas Jones IV, joined alongside me by Coach Deuce in the broadcast booth. So, Deuce, we got a big AFC matchup between the 4-5 here. What are your keys to the game?
When you're playing as good of a team as the Cleveland Browns, just going to have to try to match them pound for pound. I mean, Nick Chubb is as good as he is. And, yeah, no, Coach ATK is going to have to bring it on offense, you know.
Good start, though, for those Patriots, as while we were discussing the keys to the game, Cleveland kicked the ball out of bounds, so this drive will begin at the 40-yard line for Mac Jones. Ramondre Stevenson, who's having an outstanding season, will take the first carry and meet the future Kansas City Chief, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, tackle after a gain of 3.
I apologize for not being up to date. Did they start the league before Zadarius Smith joined the Browns, or is he just not a superstar?
They did, and he did get traded there from Minnesota at some point during the season. So I believe he's just a
Gotcha.
star development. Yeah,
Because I only see Myles Garrett down there.
well, and Myles Garrett causing the throwaway, and it will be an intentional grounding as well. Back to
Yeah,
the
not
29.
the start for a vet like Coach ATK. 3rd and 20, you're starting the game. Don't want to go 3 and out, in a playoff game like this. So we'll see what he cooks up here if he goes 5 wide.
Big play here, 3rd and long. Browns have a chance to get off the field after giving up that quick kick. Throw over the middle, wide open tight end. It's Hunter Henry, who goes down at the 44 of Cleveland. Pick up of 27 there on 3rd and 21.
Yep, throwing in that stick and knob. I mean, if you're going to sit in that zone on 5 wide, you're going to get beat by those streaks. Nice call by ATK.
Stevenson on the inside zone, give first down and more inside the 35 to the 30. Back-to-back first downs for New England.
I'm telling you, Tom, like you said, that 3rd and 20 was a huge play in this game. As we go from a 3 and out, Cleveland getting the ball, we're approaching the red zone here with Coach ATK.
Jones, quick throw. This is Stevenson, gets rid of 1, spins away for 3 more. My God, he's down inside the 5, but you got to be kidding me with that move.
Oh my goodness, I've never seen Ramondre Stevenson move like that. I loved it, the first little stutter step sick, and then he did the Olay spin there. How about that play for Ramondre Stevenson?
And now goal to go. Stevenson to cap off this drive, walks in for 6. Patriots score on the opening possession. Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, some coaches shy away from the stretch on the goal line for whatever reason. I don't know why, but HEK does a smart move there, and he capitalizes. He starts the game off right.
And a good point there, Deuce. I think the reason that I enjoy it is because it puts a lot of stress on the defense. You have to fill multiple gaps at the same time. And when you call something like that the goal line, usually it's one of those A, B, or C gaps is going to be open for a touchdown. As this kick will go out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we will now see the hometown Browns offense led by Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson as well. And Nick Chubb was number 2 in the league in rushing yards this season.
Yep, that makes sense. You see those 2 superstar guards, and you see how he can have success.
Chubb, as you see, has to barrel his way for a gain of 1. And this is something that we both know all too well, Deuce. The Patriots, especially ATK, is a run-fit guy. He's one of the best in the entire league when it comes to stopping the run. So this will be a really interesting matchup going forward. Second down, inside zone again. Chubb will reverse field, trucking through defenders. Look at this man go, and he's got first down yardage.
Yeah, I would have to concur with ATK's stellar run defense, but when you fill all the holes, there's only so much you can do when he just runs over 2 or 3 guys. A little frustrating at times.
Now first down from the 35. This time it's going to be a draw for Chubb, and he will gain 2 more. And this is a team that relies heavily on number 20. Of course, that's going to be their game plan, is trying to hone in on him and keep him under 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, this is the playoffs. He's not going to be able to run it 30, 35 times a game. He's going to eventually have to air this out and see what he can do.
Again, this is Chubb up the middle, and he will gain 3 or 4 more yards across the 40.
I don't know. You can't run it on this 3rd and 4. I don't know. And especially in Madden, I feel like you got to pass it here. And I'm just curious to see what he comes out in as his first, throw of the game on a big 3rd down.
There we go. Watson looking up the middle for a angle route, and I don't think he has first down yardage. He doesn't. Only a gain of 3 there as the linebackers converge and force the 3 and out.
Wow, not a good sign. I don't know if he got scared of ATK's user over there, but he had Anthony Schwartz wide open on the out route over there, and instead just dumped it off. And now all of a sudden he's got to play defense now. Good stop for ATK.
Yep, and this is a situation, if you're a Patriots fan, you want to be in. You have the lead, and Ramondre Stevenson's been so good all season long. Really opens up your whole passing game if you're Mac Jones. Here's play action, and on cue, Jones looking for something. I don't see anything available, and neither does he. And never mind, he does take off and makes a completion. Wow, what a throw, as that was 2. I think that is number 83 there. It is waiting for it to see the back of a name, because I don't know anyone on this Patriots receiving core. Juju, of course. Juju Smith-Schuster there making the catch at now wearing number 83.
Yeah, it was really interesting to let Myles Garrett out there in coverage, as ATK was going to let that happen.
Oh, boy. Oh, I think if you're Okonkwo right there, you're angry that Mac Jones held on to that football. He kept it on the read option, and boy, did he take a lick to end the first quarter.
I was going to say, it kind of works out that, when you get a stop and you get the ball, you can kind of, let it hang and, try to, some fun stuff as we saw in that first play. And then you try it again on the second one with a read option with Mac Jones. When you have this, 7-0 cushion, you tend to have a little bit of fun.
Andre on the inside zone carry will gain 5 more to the 40 to set up 3rd down. And to give you an update, Deuce, I did just get a notification from the commissioner's office that Zadarius Smith trade never went through. It was supposed to because it happened in real life, but that trade was never actually completed.
That sounds like some classic user error here in this league, but nonetheless, he, screws himself out of another edge rusher, and now he's got to deal with a 3rd down and 7.
Yep, this is Myles Garrett time to shine, and there he comes, and it gets the throw off just in time, complete for a first down. That is Tyquan Thornton, his first catch today, and a huge 3rd down conversion.
Oh my goodness, did you see that, Tom? The linebacker on Thornton touched the earth on that out route. That was a nice route by Thornton to break out. So we'll see. That was man coverage on 3rd down. We'll have to see if he keeps coming back to that.
All too often you see that when you put a linebacker on a receiver. As look at Ramondre Stevenson playing hide and seek. gains 9 more yards, and he has had some explosive carries this evening.
Yeah, everything going ATK's way so far. Only under 6 minutes here in the second quarter, and he is really controlling this game so far. Not ideal if you're a Browns fan. Oh,
Yep, we got a gadget alert here. Malik Cunningham on the field. He's going to keep it himself, and it was a regret. The Browns all over that little play as you see Taki making the tackle for loss.
I guess in second and short, you feel like, why not? Let's try something out. That's nice coverage. Some people have fits with QB wrap. That's nice defense there.
Yes,
Sets
they do.
Another third down.
Motion man on this one is Tyquan Thornton on a big third down. Throw over the middle is behind his receiver, and Juju still catches the football, defying physics to the 1 yard line.
And that is some garbage. He had the corner out open for a touchdown anyway. I thought he was going to go to that, and then I thought he threw a nice old, Stevie Wonder. But I guess that's a dot.
And Stevenson, his second touchdown, and both of them inside the 3 yard line as the Patriots are doubling up their lead now.
Yeah, I'm still, if I'm the Browns, I'm very not pleased with that third down conversion, even though it was free form, and man, that doesn't sit right. But you're in a 14-0 hole now, nonetheless.
Yeah, this is a dangerous opportunity for the Patriots defense because, again, we talked about it at the open. Nick Chubb is an integral part of the Cleveland offense. So now down 2 possessions. Do they get away from the run game here and start to try to spread the field a little bit more?
Now, what lucks out for Cleveland is they do get ball to start the second half. So if they play their cards right and make this somehow the last possession of the half, they can get the ball at a half to try and tie it. But there's a long way to go before we get there.
Here's Chubb. They're going to continue to pound the run game, and so far not much running room. As he'll pick up 2 yards there on the option handoff.
This kind of reminds me of how the Titans always end up in the playoffs. You know they're going to run the ball so much, and everybody's ready to stop it.
As you see, Deshaun Watson goes down to the turf. Matthew Judon, number 9, off the left edge, as he gets sack number 1 of this postseason.
Nightmare stuff. Nothing going Cleveland's way so far, and they need to find something here. We'll see who they go to on this big third down.
From the 21, 4-man rush, double coverage. This pass is batted up in the air and incomplete, nearly intercepted, as the Patriots defense continues to stymie this Browns offense.
That's what I was waiting to see. We've seen 2 throws from Deshaun Watson, a panic check down that was short of the sticks, and that, corner out in the double coverage. If they want any shot at coming back in this game, they're going to have to start throwing the ball a little bit.
As this return is picked up there by Jones and then out of bounds at the 48. So again, great field position for the Patriots as all 3 of their drives now have started at least at the opponent's or at their own 40-yard line or better.
Yep, this is danger territory. ATK smells blood. The Browns, you're gonna need a break somehow. You gotta get back in this game.
2 rushing touchdowns from Ramondre Stevenson as this drive begins through the air. Caught by Smith-Schuster, and he's wrapped up immediately at the 44.
You see that, Tom? 6 for 6 to start. It's just been too easy for a guy like ATK to pass the ball. Just too easy.
And Juju responsible for half of those completions as we hit the 2-minute warning here from First Energy Field in Cleveland. Again, the Patriots 13-4 on the season. They're the 5 seed in the AFC. Cleveland won their division at 11-6. And get the opportunity to host this wild card game. But so far, the home crowd has been silent. There hasn't been much to cheer for if you're a Browns fan. Stevenson in motion will catch this jet sweep. He cuts it back, first down, and across the 35 he goes. As the clock now under minute 50 to play in the half.
You're pretty much set if you're ATK. A field goal makes it a 3-score game. ATK knows what he's doing. He should make this last drive of the half, take some clock off, and make it that much harder for Cleveland to come back.
Mack with a couple of pre-snap adjustments will hand it off to Stevenson. Great lane to run through this time. He picks up another 9. Clock under 90 seconds to go in the half, and Cleveland not calling a timeout.
They're kind of in a tough spot here. I don't hate the no timeout call, but not really sure what they should do here. They're in a bad spot.
Well, they're showing pressure here on second down, and they're going to send 5. Here comes rush off the edge, throw to the end zone. Beautiful pass. It's caught for the touchdown. That is none other than the newly acquired rookie, Keyshawn Boutte out of LSU. With his first reception today, goes for 6.
Wow, too easy. What a throw. What a find. Put it right in the hole and pause. But
Resume.
we got 21-0 here. Luckily for Cleveland, they got a minute and 3 timeouts left to work with to try and hell, maybe even try and get in the touchdown. Try get in the end zone here.
So it's still very impressive how well Mac Jones has tossed the football in this first half. 7 of 7, 1 touchdown, and has also been responsible for 3 touchdown drives here in the first half. And it's also another thing is just the fact that when he gets blitzed, he seems to be even more poised in that situation. A couple of big third down conversions, as Chubb has one of his better runs of the afternoon up to the 38. Browns will hurry back here.
I would have went timeout there, but only a 6-second runoff, not terrible.
Play action off of it. Throw over the middle. It is caught. Amari Cooper into Patriot territory, and now Cleveland will use their first timeout.
That's a nice 1-2 punch there from Cleveland. They're already in field goal range. Got 40 seconds, 2 timeouts. They can still pretty much do whatever they want to do here. They can go middle of the field if they want.
4-man rush. Screen set up for Chubb. Gets away from the first tackler. Breaks 2. Still has a blocker in front and then gets taken down inbounds. So Cleveland will use their second timeout now with 32 seconds left in the half. That is
frustrating. That feel like it should have been blown up, and then he broke another 2 tackles or so to turn it into like a 15-yard gain.
Watson stepping up in the pocket. He will disperse. Oh, he lost the block. I thought he had running lane there, but Cooper could not help him out. And Cleveland will spike it quickly. Yeah, only 7 seconds come off the clock.
Did you see Chubb on that Texas route? If he just let him with it, Chubb probably has a touchdown. Kind of a mistake there, but he still was able to get a first down. Can still, go up in the middle of the field if he has to with this timeout. But we might be seeing end zone shots here.
Pressure off the edge. Quick throw over the middle, and in bounds is Cooper. He does make the catch. Cleveland will use their final timeout.
This is where I'd go to that old trusty high ball here in the end zone. Something quick that's either, caught for a touchdown or hopefully incomplete that you can still get 3. But everybody knows you can't take a sack here.
Third down over the middle. Caught for the touchdown. Great throw and great decision from Deshaun Watson as Donovan Peoples-Jones puts the Browns on the board.
That's a gotta-have-it drive if I've ever seen one.
Yes, sir.
Cleveland needed that. What was that, 55 seconds? They went all the way down the field. I was surprised that he had a lot of space in the end zone. It wasn't that tight of a window. But ATK just opened the door just to crack. We got a ball game.
And that was, again, for the Cleveland faithful, that's what they've been looking to see, is what happens when we're in a situation where we can't rely on Nick Chubb to run the ball 30 times. Can Deshaun Watson get us down the field? And he's proved on that last drive he's capable of doing so. So here's what could be the final play of the half, as Jones will work his way to the 27, 1 tick still remaining on the clock. So again, Cleveland will receive the second half kickoff, trailing by 14, as the Patriots will just take a quarterback knee and take us to halftime. All right, 30 minutes down, 30 minutes to go here from First Energy Stadium in the AFC wildcard round. The visiting New England Patriots on top of the Cleveland Browns by a score of 21-7. So as we look ahead to the third quarter and, of course, the second half, Deuce, what are the adjustments that both these teams need to make to come out victorious?
I think offensively, ATK has played a perfect game. Max 100%. Ramondre's rushing the ball. I think Cleveland's just got to trust Deshaun Watson's arm. You can maybe run it. I would like to see probably 2 to 3, 2 to 1 pass to run ratio in this half. ATK's defense hasn't been as good as it always is, and I think he should keep testing it to try and get back in this game down 14.
Chubb under 30 yards rushing, actually 35 yards rushing in the first half, as he's going to try to pick up there, and he'll gain 4 more up to the 29-yard line, as you see Cleveland is committed to that run game here in the second half.
Yeah, I would not like to see a run here if I was a Browns fan. I mean, clocks are ticking here. We gotta start moving down the field.
Throw over the middle, and it's into the waiting arms. The user with the easiest interception all day long, and he will hurdle into the end zone for a pick six. Chris Board.
Man, what in the world? Sometimes you got to eat the sack. I mean,
Yeah, that's something
this
that
is the
Commissioner Moon.
playoffs. This is the playoffs. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm kind of speechless there. Kind of just negated all that work he did in the 2-minute drill.
Extra point, good. And yes, we now hear a deafening silence here at First Energy Stadium as the hometown fans, none too pleased with that last throw from Deshaun Watson.
Been audibling that Texas route, a good amount in the game. He threw it on that first third down. It wasn't even open. It just hasn't been there all game. Just a total head scratcher.
And that to me is one of the most interesting things about the playoffs is you see people that win games in the regular season a lot of times don't have a backup plan when their go-to stuff doesn't work. As Chubb this time is really running angry, 15 yards on that clip up to the 40-yard line.
Can he go no huddle yet, or no?
He is down 3 possessions, so I believe he can.
Yeah, I would feel like you got to start going no huddle here, especially if you're going to run the ball.
Play action. Watson in trouble.
Wow.
Buys time and throws it away.
That pressure really messed up. He had a couple of those posts going over the middle. He might have had Cooper, but the pressure just, blew it up. Didn't give him a chance to do it. That's say the Commanders are 12-5.
Yep, heralded
Wow.
by Coach Germs.
No
was just
kidding.
one game away from winning the division, but of course, if he had beaten Mel Blaze, the division would have been his.
Coach Germs, 12-5. Congratulations, sir. Good luck in the postseason.
Watson against a 3-man rush, buying time, and he will run for the first down as he slides at midfield. Good decision there from Watson.
Yep, nice job there. He has been able to get out a little bit. A little inconsistent blocking from Cleveland. Got to be a little frustrating. Where is that on, the other passing downs when Matt Judon's, getting in the backfield?
Now on first down, Browns will try the counter. Chubb, of course, breaking the first tackle with relative ease. Second one, not a problem. Third one, stop it. And he's out of bounds at the 39.
Man,
Bowling ball activity from Nick Chubb.
But again, this is great and all, but he's already used like 2.5 minutes off this clock.
Half the third quarter, right. Yes, sir. Call his number once more, and he does get away from the offensive line trapeze, but will only gain 4 yards.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. I don't even, 3 yards isn't going to cut it if you're running the ball in this situation.
And if you're the Patriots, you're more than happy to let them continue to run the ball, let this clock keep going. Play action. Over the middle, Watson takes his shot in and out of the hands of Peoples-Jones. Duggar in coverage.
I don't know if something's up with Deshaun Watson's left eye. He's just not looking to the left side of the field. That's another time Schwartz was just naked, underneath in the flat out route. Could have got like 10, 15 yards out of it after the catch. But I digress. Big 3rd and 7.
Yep, 4-man rush. Throw over the head of the D lineman who was lurking. Schwartz does get the out route for the first down on this one.
Yeah, I guess he was listening to the booth, but that wasn't the time I would have thrown it. But it works, and the drive's alive. But again, under 2:45 to go in the third quarter, we got to keep going.
Play action. Throw over the middle. Caught. Schwartz, and he's going the wrong direction now. Pick up 2 yards.
Again, no huddle, no urgency. If I was in Cleveland, I would be very, very frustrated with how they're playing this.
Yeah,
we
are
like
hearing
this
a
just another
smattering,
regular season game.
Smattering of boos here on second down. Watson over the middle. He's intercepted again by Chris Board, and now the boos have become much louder as Board is taken down at the 18. Second interception in this quarter for Chris Board.
Just a really disappointing display. When you have a team as good as the Cleveland Browns, There's expectation. The expectations are going to be high. When you have Nick Chubb who can bounce off tacklers, and you get Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper and Anthony Schwartz, Myles Garrett, you got to show up, especially against a team like New England who isn't as good, on paper. But
Correct.
We haven't seen that today.
And in the playoff challenge, I know this was a game that a lot of people took New England. I'm going to go back and see if anyone did take the Browns. I think almost everybody went with the Patriots here. And I do remember the Browns and somebody else in the chat going back and forth about this game. And whoever he was going back and forth with may have had it right. As now Mac Jones is calling his own number as you see 3 carries, -7 yards. We do have somebody that picked the Browns, the Kansas City Chiefs user. He did have the Browns winning, so this is going to be his first incorrect pick. But looks like most people went with New England. The Giants guy also went with Cleveland. There's another one. Well, yeah, most of what I'm seeing are Pats. Yep. And Malik Willis, Malik Cunningham with the incomplete pass. Looked like my quarterback there.
That's got to be racist.
Yeah. I have the Titans, so that's why I'm allowed to say that. Here is the first punt today from New England with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Returned at the 35. And a good return it was, as he will work his way to the 46-yard line. So now, Deuce, you have to be in hurry up here, just from this moment on.
Does he know that he can hold triangle after a play to go no huddle? I'm not sure, honestly. I feel like he's got to now.
Yeah, we'll find out here after this play if he does know that or not. As this throw is threaded. What a pass and completion there. As we will not see a no huddle, and that will take us to the fourth quarter.
Man, that's crazy. I don't know if this guy's ever played a playoff game before.
To give you some context, Deuce, he did have the 10-hour trial earlier in the season when he beat the number 1 seeded Jets. So there is a possibility that he doesn't know.
I don't know much about that Jets guy, but did he win the division? I guess
Yes, he did.
He
ended up with the number 1 seed in the AFC. Went, I believe, 14-3. And again, that's why these Patriots are the 5 seed. Here's a screen pass set up for Nick Chubb, and he'll gain maybe 4 yards. As you see Watson's numbers today, only 84 yards passing in a game where he's really been dropping back more than he would like to. Step up, he will run this time and pick up the first down. Again, if you're the Patriots, you live with this, as now the no huddle is starting to take effect. And Browns running out of time. Play action. In the face of pressure, that pass will one-hop its way to Michael Thomas. And
that will be
a completion.
It's got to be a little embarrassing for New England to not win the division. I feel like they're usually a staple as Coach ATK, especially with how well they're playing. They got to go on the road again in the postseason. You think if they just would have won the division, they could have stayed in Foxborough, but he did not deliver.
Throw over the middle is caught, and that's a nice throw and catch. I'm trying to think who number 80 is. It's not Landry. It's not Rashard Higgins.
Is it Elijah Moore?
Could be. It could be Elijah Moore. As we have another play-action throw. End zone, caught for the touchdown. That's Amari Cooper, who was working on Jonathan Jones and found the positioning for 6.
This is where ATK kind of messed around on that last possession. He really could have put the nail in the figurative coffin, but wanted to run inverted veer with Mac Jones. So now he's gotta get one more dagger drive in him. Still in a great spot, obviously, up 2 scores with less than 6 minutes. But you're still leaving that door open. And with Matt, and you, as you know, as a vet, anything can happen in this game.
Yep, 555s on the scoreboard here as the Patriots will take over at the 25-yard line. And I agree, Deuce. I think right here we're going to see a heavy dosage of Ramondre Stevenson to try to close this one out. Jones handing off right. It's Stevenson. Cuts back, and he gets leveled by Taki at the 34, but not after a gain of 9 yards by Stevenson.
It's just been too easy running. It's been too easy offensively for New England. They've been able to do whatever they want on this, high-rated Browns defense.
Against the blitz this time, Stevenson looks to have first down yardage as the chains have been moved. Under 5 to play now.
just too easy. And you know, if you're Cleveland, you want to keep your timeouts. But I feel like this is where you gotta get to stop. You can't let them get. If you let them get another first down, then we're reaching the end.
Yeah, no, at this point, I'm also thinking about calling timeouts here if I'm Cleveland. Clock down to 2 seconds, and Mack will throw against the pressure. Quick dump down, easy delivery to Pierre Strong, who makes a man look silly. And he's inside the 45-yard line after that scamper. Up to the fourth drive today that has made its way into Cleveland territory.
Yeah, it's tough when you blitz a veteran like Coach ATK and you give the flat up that easily, because, I mean, that was just probably one of the easiest completions today. In a day where he's had a lot of easy completions. So Cleveland just hasn't had an answer today defensively.
And I have to check with the statistician, but I don't know if Mac Jones has thrown an incomplete pass yet. And we're late into the fourth quarter here. Okay, another all-out blitz. And that one is a nice grab by Smith-Schuster. Only mistake he made was going out of bounds, as it'll stop the clock with 3:40 left to go.
As we're in this situation, I feel like, you know, that 3rd and 20 to start the game, that makes it that much more important. You know, if he gets that 3 and out and, you know, breaks a Chubb run, I mean, we're looking at a whole different ball game. That's, you know, you just got to get those stops when you have them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. As you see Taki finally able to get into the backfield and slow down Stevenson, who's had his way all evening. And it sets up a big 3rd down, Deuce.
Not sure what the wind is. Probably still in field goal range. Yeah, you need to. This is it. This is pretty much the ball game here in the season for Cleveland.
From the 35-yard line, Jones. Under pressure, and he gets dropped at midfield. What a huge play for Cleveland as they call timeout, and they will get the ball back.
What is Mac Jones doing taking that sack? I feel like he had a couple of checkdowns there, if I'm not mistaken, Tom. I don't know if he was looking for the, you know, kill shot, but just an interesting decision. And, you know, I hope they didn't leave just yet. They're, you know, this one isn't over. You know,
Browns fans,
some fans probably headed for the exits.
I was going to say, we do see some empty seats here, but it looks like a majority of them did stick it out here. And now this is where their fingers are crossed, the rally caps are on, and they're hoping that Deshaun Watson can get this done. First throw over the middle, and it should have been a trifecta for Board, as he played that so well, was down on the drag route, worked his way back to the middle, and gets the pass breakup.
Just waited. I mean, even like in the situation, I don't know if going over the middle should be his first priority, but he just waited to, like, all right, Chris Board, get back in position so you can lurk this. I just, you know, just not been Watson's best day. I'll say that.
1 second down. Again, right over the middle to the Texas route that Nick Chubb is making famous. He has a first down, clock under 2.5 to play, and the Browns quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, I'm going to boo him if no one else will for these tech check downs here. I mean, seriously.
Spoken from a true veteran, too, when it comes to the check down. So
yeah.
If Dump Down Deuce doesn't think it's a good idea, then you know you're messing up. 2nd and inches, Watson will call his number again, and he's got green grass in front all the way down to the 35-yard line to hit the 2-minute warning.
All right, so he's got 2 timeouts. He's probably got to score in the next, what do you say, 45 seconds?
Yeah, I would think so. At least give a minute with those 2 timeouts, yeah. Throw into the middle. It is incomplete as Njoku almost got both hands on that bad boy.
I apologize for the emotion, but I just couldn't help myself when he just threw that prayer. I like the streak, though, but I don't know why he lost it. He should have darted that one in there. But this one is over. Yeah, love the fight. Well, I will say from Cleveland, they did not just give up on this game.
I agree with that, especially in that last defensive possession to be able to get that sack on 3rd down as Watson runs out of time. It is Christian Barmore who is credited with the sack. Clock now under 90 seconds to go, and it's 3rd and long for the Browns.
I'm not even that mad at him at Cleveland for that. That's an unfortunate sack. He just rushed it. I'm pretty sure he was rushing 4 against 5, and Christian Barmore, of all people, just got home. You know, you just got to tip your cap. Sometimes the players make a good play.
Yeah, timely one at that. So, and in the meantime, the Patriots were the ones to call a timeout. They saw something defensively they didn't like, and we'll run it again here on 3rd and 16.
Yep, he's now playing the clock a little bit too, as we said. It's only a minute 20 left, and he's only got 2 timeouts. With Schwartz.
And Watson over the middle. It's caught by Cooper. He's got the first down, but he's taken down in play, so the Browns are going to need to hurry back to the line of scrimmage now under a minute.
He's definitely got to score before 40 seconds, or we're mathematically done. So you better take a shot here.
And again, continuing to dump it down. And he loses the football, and that is going to do it. Jonathan Jones scoops it. He's still going at midfield. I don't think he'll be caught. He will not. That will put it on ice. Touchdown, New England.
And that's what you get for dumping it down. That's what you get. I apologize to the Cleveland fans who stuck around. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you're a good fan. But, great play by ATK. Not trying to bash on Cleveland too much. It's been a great game from Coach ATK. And you have to play pretty well to beat someone like him. And
yeah, Browns did not do that today. 3 turnovers, 2 of them interceptions, and again, they were thrown right at the user. It could have been a third one on that last drive, but I totally agree with you. It was an all-around effort from the New England Patriots. They will be moving on to the divisional round where they will either take on the Titans if they're able to beat the Colts or the Chiefs in round 2.
Yeah,
there is
in this game.
Actually, now I think about it, there's a possibility they could play the Jets in round 2 if all of the higher seeds win. So they don't know where they're going yet, but they will be traveling somewhere.
Yeah, I would say that, the 3rd and 21 and, turnovers are the difference. 21 points off turnovers, I want to say, for ATK, if I'm not wrong, and, lost by 21. It's just, it's just the difference in these big games.
Yep, Barmore is going to get another sack as we have a timeout called. I don't know by who. Oh, by Cleveland. Okay.
Oh, I hope it was Coach ATK with timeout. That
you never know, man. The timeouts late in the game, they always cause some controversy. But for the Browns, I think one more play they're trying to get off before the end of their season.
One more turnover?
This one is going to be incomplete, so now one more play, and then this one's over.
So, Tom, I'm not sure if you mentioned this when you were going through the rest of the games. What do you think the most exciting matchup of the rest of the wild card weekend is going to be between, the rest of these games?
Well, my personal favorite is going to be Chargers and Chiefs. I think that'll be a really fun game to watch. Again, Coach Kenny's got the Chargers. The Chiefs guy ran from the Texans, went 1-3 against the AFC South. So barely, actually, oh wow, that almost got caught. I think that'll be fun. And on the NFC side, that Lions-Washington game has my attention. Because I just want to know which germs shows up to that game, the good, the bad, or the ugly.
Playoff germs. Godspeed. Maybe he can. If he wins a playoff game, he should keep the Commanders for. He should keep the Commanders for next Madden. So.
Yep. So confirmed there. Mac Jones just had a perfect passer rating. Did not miss a single throw. 193 yards, a touchdown, no turnovers, and the Patriots victorious by a score of 35-14. So let's bring in Coach ATK for the post-game interview, as we did with Coach Lon after his win. Again, big victory this week. Congratulations on moving on. What was going through your mind on that first possession of the game? You get the 3rd and long after getting the ball at the 40-yard line. Was Mac Jones flustered there? Or did you feel like we have this under control?
Even if I didn't pick the first down up, I felt pretty good. I knew that he was not looking to pass very much, so it was almost like a feeling out process offensively for me more than it was defensively. So even if I needed a drive for some leisure, I was okay with it. But thank God for Hunter Henry and that stick and nod.
And again, you'll be moving on to the divisional round. Not sure who you'll be facing yet, but is there a specific opponent you're looking to match up with?
Jets.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Easiest win of the. I mean, might be easier than the Browns, honestly.
Well, a follow-up question. So you say the easiest win, but how did you lose the division to someone who would be the easiest win?
I gave out force wins, my friend. I gave a force win to Browns in the season, and then didn't match up with Jets.
Did you? Sorry, another follow-up. Did you give a force win to the Browns because you were so confident if you saw him in the playoffs you would dog walk him like you did today?
I mean, no, because it was week 4, but I had the hunch, yes. Yeah, it's honestly probably everybody's fate. Titans will give me a good game.
Well, Titans has to stop Jonathan Taylor first. That's a big if.
Yeah, 2 big running backs to stop.
No, that's true. There's a lot of running backs left in the AFC. You got Henry, Taylor, Chubb's out now. Eckler, who's ridiculous. That's the one I know I have Derrick Henry, but Eckler is a monster.
There's no
man.
way the Chargers wins that game.
I don't know. You're really overestimating how bad the Chiefs is. And I'm saying this with my boy Sola, and that I know he can hear me because he knows that ass got smacked by a 78 overall Titans team.
Yeah,
so there's
sad.
nothing to. No. He ran from the Texans to that team and got backed.
You know what's even more sad is the Bills and Dolphins used to both going 3-14.
Bengals as well. Yeah, there was a lot of good teams that did not make these playoffs. As he's taking a look at the records, obviously
mamma mia!
You know about the Mel Blaze. That's not new. But the Seahawks guys tanking. Dolphins,
Packers
Bills,
5-12. Come on.
That sounds like pretty realistic. That wouldn't be it. Niners is unacceptable. That roster coming out with five games, man.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, it is pretty funny as you see the team that did make the playoffs, like the Lions going 14-3. Panthers
it is good
going
to see though that
14-3.
it isn't just about the team you have, so people can't complain about that.
Absolutely. But again, thank you, ATK, for your time, and congratulations. We'll see you in the divisional round.
Yes, sir.
And that will wrap up our broadcast here. Final score, 35-14 Patriots. Take care. And it looks like our next game is going to be scheduled for 4:30 Eastern. It'll be the Giants and the Cowboys live from MetLife Stadium. So stay tuned for that.